This is the Show Up Show, helping coaches, service providers, leaders, and entrepreneurs to master showing up to build their brand, authority, and grow their business. Whether it's showing up on social media, in front of an audience, on a live interview, or an actual stage, this podcast is going to help you overcome visibility fear to confidently brand yourself as the authority in your industry. I'm Joanne Chan, aka the Confidence and Visibility Queen, and I am on a mission to share how I went from a nobody to the confident leader I am today, what I have learned, and what I have done to build my brand and business from scratch, and help you do the same so that you can make an impact in the world with the meaningful work that you do. Whether you are new to the business world or feeling unsure about public visibility, or you want to be seen and heard in a way that doesn't feel icky but authentic to you, you will discover how to become visible in your own unique way and show up as the confident entrepreneur you have always dreamed about becoming. Now, it's time to get you show up and be confidently visible so you can easily attract more clients and opportunities for yourself. Joining us today is a highly experienced digital transformation leader and digital branding expert who has been enhancing the life of solopreneurs and business graduates by installing digital mindset in them. He's an alumni of Harvard Business School and the Indian Institute of Management, two of the most prestigious institutions in the world. As a digital branding expert, he has helped more than 5,000 solopreneurs and organizations shape their brands for 10 times more impact and income. Apart from his expertise in digital branding, he is also an Everest Base Camp tracker and Amazon author. He has traveled to more than 20 countries across the world, and he has been working as a crew member for Tony Robbins and has made a difference in the life of thousands of people across the world. He has executed on-site projects for prestigious clients like Hilton, Hyatt, Bank of Ireland, Moody's, and UBS Bank, just to name a few. So guys, help me in welcoming the founder of Spearhead Consulting, digital transformation leader, Aditya Bogra.
Thank you, Joanne, and honored to be on your show. And I loved the introduction, but I am just an experimenter who has been learning from technology and my interactions with solopreneurs and business graduates. And I have tried myself to launch two brands, and I have been successfully launched those brands. So the learning which I will share today are not from the books, but from the experience which I had firsthand on, on all this experience. And I'm still experimenting. It is not the end of the road. I'm still driving in the technology, because every day the technology landscape is changing. We are getting AI tools. We are getting, automation coming up big way. So I think the road is getting more interesting for all of us.
Yeah, definitely. And why are you focusing on helping solopreneurs and business graduates? I'm just curious.
Yeah, so thanks for asking that. See, when I was working in an IT company before I launched my brands, Himalayan Khalifa, which had trouble due to the COVID. And when I was working on that brand, especially from a service industry to a business owner, I find that, not many support is available. Like bigger organization have admin, they have sales people, they have marketing people, but a solopreneur is a person who is only, playing with his dream and living on a day-to-day basis. And his struggle, he cannot go to family and talk about that. I did not make any sale today, because family will expect a monthly income at the end of the month. And then, so all these things created me a desire to help people, especially those who are starting. Once you pick up a speed, you will definitely be good. But in the initial stage, you need some guidance, or some hand holding.
I love that. Yes, that's so true, because I believe most people started out being a solopreneur, right? Just us with our laptop in our own room and just trying to make things happen or build our business. That happens to a lot of people. So in your own word, what is digital branding and why is it crucial for solopreneurs, especially looking to make an impact and income?
Yeah, sure. So see, again, the key idea is that, unless until you are providing value. That is the first thing. You need to have a value which you are adding to somebody. Then it has to be communicated. You might be a very expert in one of the field, maybe life coaching, or maybe a podcaster, or maybe a singer. But if the person looking for the singer or podcaster does not know you, there is no way you're going to get money, right? My idea is to, match the need and the demand. So you are blessed with with a attribute or with a skill, and that skill has to be communicated to the person who is in need of that. Once we do that, and why, first of all, okay, I am a podcaster, or I am a solopreneur, or I am a consultant. Then there are many consultants, right? What makes me unique? So first of all, what is the idea, unique idea? And then how does it idea adds value to me? So typically as a solopreneurs, we want to talk about, I am Everest Base Camp tracker, I am digital branding expert, I am consultant. But to a person, a solopreneur, it doesn't matter, right? To him, it matters how I can add value to his or her life. So if I can communicate that thing, and this can only be told by a story, a brand story, right? It cannot be told by putting money on the digital marketing and putting my offer in front of you or in front of people. It has to be that I need to tell you why I'm doing what I am doing and how it will impact you.
Okay.
Mark my words, today everybody is watching your social media post. You are not living in a silo world. Everybody is watching your actions, especially with the AIs. So you have to be very careful. What story are you telling about yourself? So that is digital branding in a short for all of us.
Thank you so much for explaining, because that is so important to first understand. But I'm curious to also know, like, what is, because you mentioned about marketing as well. How is digital branding different from digital marketing? Because I think digital marketing is widely used and we all know about that. We heard about that. So how is it different from digital branding?
Yeah, so I think it's a very easy example is that pull and push, right? So in digital marketing, you are pushing your stuff in front of the customer, right? So you are saying that this is my offer, this is a consultant, I am based in Mexico, and please come and contact me for any information, right? While you are not telling me why I should come, you might tell something, but there is no story behind that, right? But when you create a digital brand, you pull, right? So for example, there is a consultant living in Mexico who has been transforming people, from this particular niche. That is what the story, and that will collect. One of the biggest mistake we do as solopreneur is that we think the full market is ours. We have to sell to billions of customers. That's not the right way. You have to sell to only 10 customers in the start. If you do it right, rest will taken care of. So that is the biggest mistake I did also. When I first launched my company and I went for digital marketing, we floated the money and we went to lure all the customer on the planet. But then I realized that is not true. So that is the way, I thought people need to know why this company is there. So why my Spirit company, one of the company which I started, was doing internship, because we felt that, some people were not given the chance to get internship. So they are good graduates, but they were not getting chance. Or if they were getting chance, they were doing some normal or boring work, right?
Yeah.
So we said that why don't challenge them? So that is where it all started, and it happened that one of the person flew from all the way from Paris to work with us. So
Wow.
so that's amazing.
That's
So
amazing. Yeah.
yeah, and I still get pings from all over the world. When can we do internship or not? I think internship is something we should be granting to most of the business graduate and people, right? It will
Yes.
save lives of years of your life.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when I was in school, still studying, it was so hard to get an internship job, locally as well. So yeah, thanks for providing a platform for students who are really curious and want to learn and passionate about this, industry. And you also talk about digital mindset a lot. What do you mean by that?
Oh yeah, yeah, that is has been the key takeaway from my talk. So the point is that we all are using digital technologies, right? We are ordering food by using Zomato, Swiggy, or the application in particular countries. We are ordering pizza using Domino app. But when it comes to getting money, we are not using the digital technologies. So we are having a digital mindset to spend the money. We are not having a digital mindset to earn the money, and that is very important. And most of the people think that technology is for engineers or for, for people from different world altogether. While in my experience, I have seen, is a person who doesn't have any technical background using technology in a much better way than a technical person is using it, especially when it comes to sales, or when it comes to getting money. It is only that you need to think about it. It is just you're your employee. Just take it as an employee that, in the morning you give commands that, okay, I want to, sell this product to these many people by using Amazon or Flipkart or whatever you have the tools, and it will come and result you. So, but again, before this, you need to think about it as your employee or as your, leverage resource. What we think is that, we can order pizza, we can order, cab, but we never think about using it as money earner, thing. And which is very surprising to me when I interview people. Then I say that, how are you selling your product, how you're selling your service? Some say that we are putting on this side, we are putting on that side. See, selling is something only you will do. No site, nobody will sell your product. You have to sell, you have to come in front, you have to be shameless, you have to be confident, and you have to be truthful also. See, when I say shameless, it is not that you sell something crap. When I say shameless, is that go and see rejections, because at the end, rejections are not rejections; they are questions. People need to know why you see, why digital branding, then why with Aditya, and why now. So if we don't answer this question, there is no money is going to be transacted, right, from one place to another. So that is my digital mindset, idea on Joanne.
Yeah, I believe, yes, I believe mindset is a huge part, especially if you want to become successful entrepreneur, all right, and you want to build a successful business, you have to be, I don't usually use the word shameless, but like you have to, this is like what we call in the Asia, right? Like you have to have thick skin. I'm not sure whether it's the same saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to have thick skin, right? Especially if you want to sell something. And what I find is that a lot of people are struggling, especially service providers or consultants or coaches that I also work with, because we are selling quote unquote ourselves, right? Because we are the product, we are the services, right? We are not
Correct.
selling like a water bottle or like a coffee, right? But we are selling ourselves, which is why the mindset and confidence play a big part. Because if you are not confident in yourself, you are not going to sell your services confidently. So how do you help? And so what are some of the common mistakes that you see people are making, or especially solopreneurs, they make when it comes to marketing or branding themselves or selling, what are some of the common mistakes?
Yeah, I think first of all, many of the solopreneurs are not even aware of 4 media types. So there are 4 media types which we have. One is the personal media, like your website, which you own, you put the contents. Then is the social media, where the Facebook, anybody can see, right? Facebook, anybody can write and comment anything on you, but on website, you control what you publish, right? Then there is paid media. You can go to the news channel, and if you have a good PR, you can get something branded, right? And then you have earned media. So earned media is that if I have added value to somebody, he might give a good testimonial to me. If you like this talk, you might say that this was a good talk, right? So this is earned media. I'm not paying you anything. It is just coming from something you received, or you got from my watching my video or my speak. So those are the earned media. So if you take care of these 4 medias, and I won't say that platform, people confuse platform with media. People think that, I have to be on Facebook, I have to be on LinkedIn, I have to be on Twitter, I have to be on Instagram, I have to be everywhere. At the end of it, you will be everywhere, but without any, soul. Your message will be just like a body without a soul. And people are very smart, right? They will get it just like that. They will see your video and they say this person is a fake, right? So so everybody's smart here. Only is that be authentic, be consistent, and be yourself. So once you are authentic and consistent, you will see that people will start communicating to you. And I think the second thing, which is just beyond the point, but just is very important for solopreneurs. We think that, today I am selling something, tomorrow I should get the money. You need to give some kind of time, for it, the seed to be sown in the people. And I typically say 90 days minimum. So you have to give 90 days for any seed to be, coming out of the, mud with some kind of fruit or some kind of at least leaf. So you have to think in that term. But till 90 days, you have to be consistent every day. Choose your media, choose your message, choose your offering, and every day add value to people. So you first add value and money will come for sure. But what we do, and I did myself, I started a company, I started a brand, and then I wanted people to pay me first. Which happened, but which was not the very smart way to do it. But now I have realized, and I have been asking my team members or the people I consult is that please add for 90 days, forget about anything. 90 days, have some patience, add value, and come to me if you don't get any result. 90 days consistent. If you do, I will bet you're going to get at least one client. And that is the research I am doing, on my next endeavor is that how to get your first client. Because that has been a real amazing challenge for a lot of solopreneurs,
Yeah.
to get the first client.
So, okay, for the duration of 90 days, I know we have to be consistent, right? We have to add value, but do we just stick to one platform or media? I don't know, like one channel, like we don't have to be on everywhere, like you said. Should we just stick on one platform like Facebook and then I'm just going to add value there, like show out there and consistently and add value?
Yeah, so I think two things, So one is I say your personal, on a website, keep on writing blogs. I also miss. So I am saying it, but I also at the bad end of it. I am not consistent, but you have to be consistent there. Second, on your Facebook or LinkedIn. I am very good in LinkedIn, You see that I don't miss LinkedIn. I may miss my site, but I may not miss my LinkedIn. So you have to just choose one and people will come to you. See, if you want to, get the water out of mud, it is no use, digging from many places in the land, right? Just focus on one land and keep on doing and you will get the water. So same theory applies. Just choose Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever, any Instagram, any platform you choose. But then you have to be you don't have to change your image. That is what the branding is. See, today you are saying that I am a coach, right? On Instagram, and tomorrow I see a photo of you, Instagram, driving the car in the middle of the road with bottle in the hand. That's not a very good image of a life coach, right? So that is where we do mistake. On Facebook, Facebook is more of a personal, right, space. You can sing a song, you can dance, you can do whatever. But do you think people, will really like to buy something from you? Or maybe, you want to start a separate Facebook ID, but make it more professional. You can keep those two IDs. There is no one stopping you from creating two IDs. But one ID, which is going to sell you and bring money, has to be a professional ID. So that is a very, very, very careful observation you need to have. You cannot play with your image. You can go and check what I did before 5 years, by just going on Google, you can find Aditya, what did he do in 5 years back, right? So same way people can do, right? Yeah. And when the big money is at stake, right, people will definitely want to, ask about who is Joanne, who is Aditya, why they are doing interview, what is the hidden agenda, what are they going to do after this? People are smart, right? So, and they can feel the fight. So I have to be very consistent and very programmatic about what I speak. As I say that, as you mentioned that I do speak, but I cannot be speaking about dancing in one day and second day digital marketing, third day digital branding. That is not going to flow. I have to be consistent, talking about digital mindset, digital branding, digital transformation, because that is where I have lived 20 years of my life, right? So that is where the value add comes from it. So that is my only advice, that choose a media. You can choose one media, but stay very focused, very planned. And now there are AI technologies, right? Even if you want to write a blog or a content, there are tools like ChatGPT. They will write content for you. But again, at the same time, even if, as I mentioned in my last LinkedIn post, even if that content has to be modified by you, see, ChatGPT will give you what is digital branding. But how does digital branding relate to Joanne or Aditya? That only Aditya and Joanne can explain, nobody else, right? So that is what I think we need to be very sure about. Second mistake, since we're on this topic, I just want to take one more moment. We think that digital marketing is a magic. We think that if I pay, some money to digital marketing, they will bring the customer. No, not happening. It will take its own time. We think that, I am not able to sell, so digital marketing will sell. It's not going to happen. Ultimately, you will sell. You will sell with your content, your messaging. Digital marketing will help you. It will only help you to reach the right customer. And that is another challenge. as a solopreneurs, we don't know who is our customer. And these are the two areas. What is your identity and who is your customer? Once you are clear about these two things, digital branding gets born.
So what would you say is the first step for solopreneurs or for people who are just like starting out, right? They're just starting out. They have no idea what to do. So what is the first step for solopreneurs or beginners to start building their digital branding?
Yeah, the first step is that they need to be writing down what are they going to add value to, whom they are going to add value to, and what is the value. So if I am starting as a solopreneur, what value I will add to this world, which is not there today. So today, if I'm starting something, what is something, which will happen to a customer after my service comes to picture? So you have to add value. Second, you have to be very clear about your customer. Who is my customer? If I'm selling a pencil, is that pencil going to be sold to a person who is not into the reading and writing, or it is only for students? And also student, is it for 10th or 12th grade students? Or is it only for 12th grade students? And now, if is it only for 12th grade student, then is it only people who are into math, or is it for commerce? Now you're zooming in, right? Once you zoom in, you will create a pencil which will be loved by 12th class students, because they see, oh, this is the pencil I need, because this will help in solving the mathematics in a faster way. So this pencil can have, some small utilities with it, like a small pencil with a small rectangle attached to it, so that it can be very customized, small things. But that is where, so idea is that whenever you are selling as a solopreneur, you are not selling to masses, you are not selling a generic product. 99% of us start saying that I am a life coach, I am a life coach, but how does it help me, right? I want a life coach who can help me reduce weight, or I want a life coach who can maybe speak Mandarin, or I need a life coach who can let me speak Spanish in 90 days. Also, you tell me what is the benefit. You can let me speak Mandarin in 1 year or 2 years. That's not going to help me. So you have to be very clear about timelines of your impact. And then the last thing, you always shy about your pricing. As a solopreneurs, we say that, no, we will manage, we can do, we will negotiate. No, that's not. You have to be very clear, very specific. First of all, make sure that you research and then come with a price. But once you decide a price, stick to it.
What do you mean by stick to it? That means we don't give any discount, or we don't negotiate, we don't accept.
Yeah, so stick to it means do not, don't change the price. You can add some value. In case somebody is saying that, okay, if you give me a deal, I will give you 20 consulting assignments. Price will not change. You can give them another seminar as a gift. You can give them a book as a gift, but not the price. Price will not change. So because what happens, today, if I have bought a service from you, and then I meet somebody who said, oh, I worked with Joanne, and what did he charge? She charged you X, she charged Y to me. And if Y is less than X, then I will be hurt. And now you are ruining your earned media, right?
Yeah.
So that you never do. So your website and your earned media should never be negotiated or, be compensated with. It has to be really trusting, because people will come there and, come to you. So these are short-term versus long-term gains.
Right. And the other question I have is, how do you then differentiate yourself from your competitors? Because just for example, we are talking about life coaches. There are so many life coaches out there, right, on social media. How do you differentiate yourself? Because I believe, now the coaching space or the personal development industry has become so saturated, right? And so how do we then separate ourselves from our competitors and really like stand out on social media?
Yeah, it is a very interesting question, Joanne. And I always surprised when I meet people and, they come, how do I separate? And when you start looking at the SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat, you will find out you are always unique. There cannot be a Joanne with a podcasting attitude, which can speak, so many languages, which has awards. You are unique on your way, right? It's only that we start comparing ourselves with the wrong people, right? Comparing elephant with the monkey or monkey with the lion. And then we get nervous. See, for me, I am the only one, who is having digital transformation and digital branding experience, just to talk about me. right? And so as I say that, it only that, you see, we look to outside for our strengths, while it is the reverse. You just close your doors, sit inside and see why I am unique. And I'll tell you, all of us are unique. The only thing we shy, we say that, maybe this goodness is not good for others, but that is not true. There are hundreds of people who are looking for somebody like you. It is only that being authentic, don't put masks. People will find mask in one moment, for all of us. So always be maskless, and you will be surprised how the quantum physics will work, and you will get a lot of, surprising events in your life.
Yeah, because I also know you have a background of working with Tony Robbins, so it must be, where this wisdom come from, right?
Yeah. One day, I was just like chatting with I was chatting with my friend, and I never heard about Tony, right? Before that. So then my friend said that, why don't we go to a event with Tony? And I just dreamt, that I am in the event, listening to Tony live and face, and it kind of transpired,
Yeah.
So that is the way how the quantum physics works. So same way, but I was honest, as I said that. So as long as a solopreneurs, we are honest and we want to add value, not to take money from people and don't add value. You see that the quantum physics or, law of attraction will work, whatever you call it, and you will get customers. And don't go from a scarcity, go from abundance. There are a lot of people, right? We connected, right? Few months back, you never heard about me, or maybe I might not have heard about you, but we connected, right? I was looking for something in the universe, and I said that this has to happen, and today it is happening, right?
Yeah, I do believe in that. Like, I'm a huge fan of the universe, law of attraction, whatever you want to call that. And my last question could be, why there are so many people who are just like struggling to get clients? Maybe they have been adding value, they have been just doing like creating content every day, like showing up, adding value, but they are just not getting clients. What is their problem?
So their biggest problem is that they don't know their client. If I ask them to give me persona of the client, they will not be able to give me. They will tell me my client is 30-year-old or 40-year-old, male or female, or having some hobbies, but that's not enough.
Okay.
There are billions of people like on that profile, right? What is your profile? You have it has to be like, you should close your eyes and you should see somebody in front of you. That's what the persona is. Unless until that is there, you're going to be, trying. You may get some luck, but the discovery will happen. Like Apple, right? When they thought about phone, they knew exactly who will buy the phone, right?
Yeah.
They had very clear idea of who will buy the phone. It was the saturated market when Apple came in, right? But then so it is like you. So you have to come with a product or service which has to add value in a drastic way. That's it. So John, there are two things just to sum up. First, you will not, if you are not clear about what value you are adding, you will not find customers. If you are copycatting, if you are going after somebody else offering and adding a page or name of, that will not happen. Second is that unless until you don't know your client, who is he, it's not going to happen. And without these two things, you cannot have a digital branding or branding story. So once you have this, the branding story, I don't have to help you. You will tell the branding story yourself. So those are my thoughts on.
Yeah, thank you so much for adding value to my audience today. This is like, I'm taking down a lot of notes, just so you know, because I'm learning so much from you today, and I'm sure my audience, they are learning a lot from you today as well. So tell my listeners where they can find you online. Is it, if they want to have, if they want to work with you, connect with you, or have any question for you, where do they go?
Yeah, so luckily, because I'm in digital branding, so you can just type my name, Aditya Bogra, on internet, and there's a website I have. I am more approachable and regular on LinkedIn also. And also, on some talk shows, I am also there. So you can, the easiest way to connect with me is go to my website and you will find my email ID. You can go there, or you can ping me on LinkedIn and we can be there. So world is small, and I really expect, that this will add some value to, some of us. And if yes, then probably do like John's show. It has been amazing to have that show and, participate in that. So thanks a lot, John.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your busy schedule, I'm sure. So like I said, all right, guys, I hope you learned a lot from our guest today. If you have any question, you can send us a message or leave a comment below if you are watching this on YouTube, and we will get back to you. And make sure you visit the show note below to find all the resources we have for you today, including the website that I will be, I will be adding website on the show notes. So make sure you click on the link and follow him if you haven't already, and connect with him on LinkedIn as well. And if you want to learn how to overcome your visibility fear to brand yourself as the authority, follow me on Instagram at Joanne Chan Coaching, where I share daily tips and insights with you. And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss another juicy episode. Thanks for tuning in today. And until next time, keep showing up. Success doesn't show up for you until you show up and pursue your own success. Thank you and bye.
Thank you. Bye, Joanne.
Thank you for listening to the Show Up Show with me, Joanne Chan. If you want to create more confidence, visibility, and authority in your business, send me a message on Instagram at Joanne Chan Coaching. DM me the word show up, and I will send you my free signature training, Visibility Creates Possibilities, that you can watch right away to start exploding your visibility today.